Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. I have a confession to make. I love cars. I adore cars. It's an addiction I cannot shake. So when it comes to the crew, they scratch an itch that I need to scratch by providing some amazing cars. However, I'm needy. I need more cars. I need loads more cars. So last time we spoke about a few different cars like the Lamborghini Temerario and the newer Mustangs. So today we're going to talk about another 10 cars, brand new cars I would love in the Crew MotorFest. So let's get started with number 1. The Bugatti W16 Mistral. This handsome brute is now the world's fastest roadster, going 282 mph, which is actually insane. It shares the same 8-litre quad. You heard that right, quad turbocharged W16, producing 1,578 brake horsepower. One of the cool features about this car is the fact in the gear shifter it has a dancing elephant sculpture embedded in amber, designed by the sculptor Rembrandt Bugatti, who is the brother of the founder of Bugatti himself. I know, we have a lot of Bugattis in the game, but this thing is awesome. It looks a little different, it looks gorgeous. I think this is probably one of the best looking Bugattis. I think we can have another Bugatti. I definitely think we can. Yes, it shares a lot with the Chiron, but this is a standalone model. They are producing about 100 of these, so I think it needs to come into the game. So on to number 2, the Hyundai N Vision 74. I know what you're going to say, it's an electric, but I don't care. This thing looks gorgeous. It looks great. I love the look of this. So this car apparently was inspired by the 1974 Pony Coupe that was unveiled at the Turin Auto Show, and hence the name apparently. Though to be fair, that was designed by Giorgetto Giugiaro, one of the best designers in the world. Hyundai has said they're going to produce these, with 200 coming to the market in 2026. The drivetrain was co-developed with Rimac. You know, that Rimac. I think this would be excellent in Street Tier 2. It looks amazing. It's very cyberpunk looking. It's got LED lights, looks amazing. The swoops and curves, it is perfect. It is the car I love. This thing is so exciting to look at. I just love it. Don't be scared by the name Hyundai. They make some great cars like the N classes, like the i30N, i20N, so they've got a good reception. I think this needs to come into the game.
Plus Forza has it. Sorry to tell you, the crew, they have it in the game. Yep, they have this car in the game.
On to number 3. The Renault 5 3E. When it comes to the crew, they're very supercar and hypercar heavy, so please can we get something like this in? It's a 536 brake horsepower super mini. It looks like it's got a wide body kit, huge wheels, and looks insane. It looks very retro too. 0 to 60 in 3 seconds, no problem. It's an EV, so you don't have to worry about harming the planet. Instead, you have to worry about harming yourself with this thing because it's dangerous. It looks awesome though. In the last video I said that we should bring in the Alpine version of this, but Renault came back with an answer and went, nah, you're too soft my friend, you're too soft. So I'm gonna go hardcore and I'm gonna put rally style handbrake in it as well. So how about that? Checkmate. Plus it's French, which is excellent because the developers of the crew is French, so I'm very sure they could ask very nicely and say, please could we get this in the game. The Renault 5 is the re-sparking of the Renault 5 we got from the 80s and 90s, so it looks retro, it looks awesome. This thing is nostalgia in a car and it just looks insane. So this car we need in the game, and I think it would spark up some great excitement. So the crew, if you're listening my boys, bring this one in. Bring it in my boys. Number 4. The Rolls-Royce Spectre. Don't worry, I'm not going to get into why Rolls-Royce is not in this game still, because I've got a lot to say about it. But the Spectre is a fully electric Grand Tourer. This luxury beast is, yeah, it is electric.
What? Hold up, wait a minute. Wow. Ooh. Oh.
I'm so sorry, this is very electric heavy. A 400 grand grandfather clock with wheels. The reason I picked this over the Phantom is that back end. That back end is wonderful. I like that sweeping back. It looks awesome. The standard Spectre has 577 brake horsepower, whereas if we get the black label in this game, it'll be 650 brake horsepower. It gets from 0 to 60 in 4.5 seconds. I know that sounds rubbish, but for this thing, it probably weighs about 4 tons, so that is insane for a massive boat. What am I kidding? This is Titanic in this day and age. The dashboard might as well be 24 karat gold. It is such a beast. This car is limited to 155 miles per hour, which is a little bit slow. However, if we can delimit this thing, I reckon we could get upwards of about 180, so this would be an excellent street tier 1 car. Plus, imagine taking this thing on a grand race. This is a battering ram. This thing is just a massive plow. Yeah, it's a huge plow. This would be excellent in grand race, and I would love to have this in the game. On to our number 5, another regular car, the Renault
Joking. Not another one?
Twingo E-Tech. This thing is as cute as a button. Why wouldn't we want this in the game? It harks back to the original Twingo and looks amazing. I think we need more cars like this in the crew. Yeah, maybe it's a little too slow, but could we get another class? Maybe. The Renault Twingo is one of my favourite Renaults. It looks so sweet. It looks so fun. Imagine driving this through Paris. It'll be bumpy but fun. You'll be smiling the entire way. This thing will be assembled in Slovenia, and it's probably going to come out next year to the market. And I think, for one, if they could bring one into Canada, I would love one. Renault are going for nostalgia, and I love it. So could we get another regular car like this into the game? I would love it. I think I would drive this more than a supercar, honestly. Plus, this scratches 2 itches. We want the original Twingo in the game, so this would be perfect. We get the classic looks with a little bit of a modern twist, but we also get that modern drivetrain, that electric motor, so it would be competitive in the game. On to our number 6. It's the Ferrari 296 GTB, or the GTS if you want the convertible. So this is a plug-in hybrid twin turbocharged V6. This is the first 6-cylinder since the 246 GTS, and this thing is the baby of the range. But don't let that fool you. It's got 819 brake horsepower, and that is crazy. A power to weight ratio of 560, so that is not baby performance, is it? I am extremely surprised this isn't already in the game, to be honest with you. They had this car in Fortnite. Like, what the heck are we doing here? Plus, we have different iterations of this. We have the 296 Challenge, which we could get for racing. We have the GT3 that's developed by Oreca. We also have the variant, which is called the Assetto Fiorano, which is the track-orientated version. This thing looks like a baby SF90 Stradale. It looks really nice. Don't let this V6 fool you. Don't let the fact that it's a hybrid fool you. This thing is lovely. I've seen one in person, I've seen one at a car show, and they look awesome. So please, the crew, can we finally get this car in? I know we won't get much modification. I know we probably won't get any at all, but this needs to come into the game. On to number 7. The 2nd generation Mercedes AMG GT. This thing is a beautiful brute. Look at it. I think this looks better than the predecessor. Based off the SL Roadster, this thing is a little longer now, and it's offering a 2x2 cabin setup. So this thing can pack your family if you wanted to. Pack in a 4-litre V8 engine and 4-wheel drive, which is a great combination. The AMG GT line has a few variants, like the GT55 with 469 brake horsepower, the GT63 with 577 horsepower. We have a plug-in hybrid with a V8 called the GT63 SE Performance, which also has the 4-wheel drive, and we have the 2-litre 4-cylinder, the GT43, with rear-wheel drive only. All the powertrains have an 9-speed automatic transmission, which is a lot. I didn't think we could go up to these levels. Actually, that's a lie. I've seen a Ford with 11, which is crazy. I think it's been a while since we had a new Mercedes in this game, so I would love to see this thing in. It's a brute, it looks amazing. It has a twin turbo V8, so why don't we have it? The crew, my boys, let's get this bad boy, this brute, this muscle car from Germany in the game, please! On to number 8, the 2025 Corvette ZR1. This thing is a true monster. It has a 5.5 V8 engine, but this thing makes 1064 brake horsepower and 828 foot-pound of torque. Like, that is insane to me. This thing is incredible. This thing has, apparently to Chevrolet, has a 0 to 60 time in 2.3 seconds from a Corvette. Accordingly, also does a quarter mile in under 10 seconds, which is actually mind-boggling. What do you think the top speed will be? Okay, I'll put you out your misery. 233 from a Corvette. Yep, Corvette. Corvette does that speed. It blows my mind. This isn't just a standard C8. This has loads of aero to get it to that level. It looks insane. I think this is probably the meanest looking Corvette ever. I think it looks insane. I think we really need this in the game. Another Corvette, yes I know, but this is better than every Corvette we have in the game so far. So please, can we get the best Corvette in the game, the crew? My boys, on to number 9, we have the Dodge Charger Daytona SRT. And this one is a Dodge Charger that is an EV. So that means it's a Dodge Charger that needs a charger. Yep, I'll see myself out, I'm so sorry. They come in 2 different variants, the RT and the Scat Pack. The Scat Pack sounds like a disgusting term, by the way. But the RT has 496 brake horsepower, and the Scat Pack has the 670 brake horsepower. They're both crazy. 0 to 60 in 3.3 seconds. It's, for something like this, it's great. I think these look amazing. I think this is a great looking car. I think this is probably one of the best looking Chargers in this decade. I will even go as far as saying this is the best looking one since the 70s. So they do have an internal combustion version, which they call Charger 6-Pack, which is powered by a 3-litre twin-turbo Huracan inline 6, which will produce 420 or 550 brake horsepower. So if we can get the internal combustion version or the EV, I'd be happy. I think they look amazing. This is one of those cars where they took the concept car and they kept it the exact same in looks, and I love that. It needs to come into this game. It shows that muscle cars can go to the future, and it looks awesome. So can we get this in the crew? I hope so. Last but certainly not least is number 10. It's the Koenigsegg CC850. Look at this thing, it's so nice. It was built as a homage to the first production vehicle, the CC8S, which was made 20 years ago. That is crazy to believe, actually. That's crazy. But it was also built on the 50th birthday of the founder, Christian Von Koenigsegg, and they limited these to 50 units. But because of the demand, they built an extra 20. Though it looks like a CC8S, it definitely isn't one. It shares the same components as Koenigsegg Jesko, which, wow, I bet this thing is shifty. Housing a 5-litre twin-turbo V8, producing 1,185 brake horsepower and 1,385 if you use the proper fuel. 0 to 60 in 2.5 seconds, again, craziness, but the speed they determine it's going to be around that 280 to 310 mile per hour. Oh, wow, that is some big figures. I think this is a car we really need in the game. That or the Jesko Absolute. We really need either of these two. we could have these cars and hit over that 300 mph limit. I really hope one day that we could. This thing is beautiful, this thing looks awesome. I think it looks better than a Jesko myself, so I really hope we can get this in the car. We could get this in the game. I think we really need this car in the Crew. I know we have a lot of hypercars, but this thing is very suited to what we need in the game. But that's another video. Thank you so much. I really hope that you can let me know what cars you would like in the game. I think we've got thousands of cars that we could add in this game, so I would love to hear it in the comments what cars you want in the Crew MotorFest. I love reading them, I love seeing what you think, because you guys have a better mind than me. You have such good taste, so I'd love to see it. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a lovely day. It's very windy today, so make sure you don't carry an umbrella because you might fly away like Mary Poppins. So goodbye, my friends. See ya, toodaloo. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.